Good afternoon, Barbados. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters, and even as far as I can see, visitors. We stand today for justice. We stand today for truth. I greet you on behalf of the members and the executive of the Barbados Association of Creatives and Artists. I stand here today as a proud son of the soil. I stand here today as a Calypsonian. I stand here today as an artist. I stand here today as the president of BACA. I stand here today as a friend and a colleague of the announcer, as a friend, as a colleague of Ronnie Clarke, one whom I've known for decades. A man who has an excellent work ethic. Anybody that knows Ronnie knows his work ethic. They know the time, the sacrifice that he's made over the years. Anybody who knows Ronnie knows that he's one of the best broadcasters that this island has ever seen. Anybody who knows Ronnie knows that he is one of the most consistent Calypsonians that this land has ever seen. So as we said before, as we were marching along the route, we stand today united, not as artists, not as creatives, but as one people, as one Barbados. And we stand today united with one voice. One of the messages that we want to send today is that freedom of expression and artistic expression is not an option, it's a must. Artistic expression, as we said before, is part and embedded into our culture. Our culture is who we are. It's the clothes we wear, the food we eat, the songs we sing. So if we allow any power that be to suppress our culture, to suppress our artistic expression, to censor the creative industry and the cultural practitioners, and let me say without just cause. We're not speaking about giving rights to artists that we can do anything and say anything. There's already laws that govern that. But there is unjust suppression, unjust victimization that we as a people cannot afford to accept. We cannot stand for it, so we stand against it. Yes. And we stand united against it because unity is strength. Yes. And that's why we stand as one people with one voice. And I must say this, as the president of BACA, it's disappointing that we're not seeing more Calypsonians over here today. It's disappointing that we're not seeing more artists over here. Because this situation is bigger than Calypso or Calypsonian. This situation is bigger than any artist. This situation is bigger than the announcer. It's bigger than Ronnie Clarke. And I think one of the reasons why we're not seeing more creatives up here is because of this fear that has overtaken this nation.
You are right, brother. You are right.
The two things. As the president of BACA, an association who represent the artists, who advocate for the artists, who stand with the artists, fight for the rights of the artists. When many of the artists are sleeping, our executive is up working on documents, on our computers, having meetings, because we want to see a better Barbados. Now if you can silence the influencers, because that's who the creatives are. We're not the only influencers, but if you can silence the influencers, make them think that if you speak truth to power, you will be victimized. We will silence you, we will crush you. Then where is the voice of the people? Where is the voice of the nation? I grew up in a Barbados where I heard so many protest songs for the mighty Gandhi. I heard so many protest songs for those older Calypsonians. And we slide into an era where there's this passive suppression of the Calypsonian voice. The voice of the Calypsonian is the voice of the people. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And we say, and I say, not only as the president of BACA, but I say as a believer in the Most High God, and as a believer in Jesus Christ, there's no man on this planet that can silence me.
Amen.
So whether there's 2 creatives, or there's 200 creatives, or there's none, I give my word to Ronnie from the beginning of this episode, I will stand with him.
Amen.
As an association, we stood with Ronnie from the beginning, from the banning of this song. There was a recent statement given by Starcom that the firing of Ronnie Clarke has nothing to do with the song.
Beer light. Beer light.
I say that's rubbish. But from the beginning, when the song was banned, BACA wrote a letter to the management of Starcom. In the space of a week, we received a response. The response said nothing. The response said it was an internal issue that has nothing to do with BACA. Again, it's your rubbish. We had the whole crossover season. We see the song continue to be banned at Starcom. It's being played on CBC at their stations. On finals night, picking the crop finals night in Barbados. This same song that was banned by Starcom was carried live. This is a contradiction of their own rules, their own stance, their own standard. How is it wrong for this song to play during the season, but it's right for it to play on Judging Night?
I heard twice on half 2 cents that.
Following the judging, and there are other things that happened in between there that I'm sure Ronnie will speak to. Following finals night, Ronnie was placed on leave. Up to this day, Starcom, or Anthony Green, or anybody, still cannot justify the banning of the song. Why was the song banned? Well, I said before that there must be artistic expression, so there must be allow that freedom of speech, but within the bounds of law. There were at least 4 sets of lawyers that vetted this song. Ronnie's personal lawyers vetted this song. Shiny Stars, Calypso Take lawyers vetted this song. BACA's lawyers vetted this song. There was nothing libelous about this song. There was nothing defamatory about this song. Yet, this song was being censored. Unjust. Unfair. Not right, and therefore not accepted by us, not accepted by BACA, not accepted by the creatives in this nation, not accepted by the people in this nation, not accepted by the fans of the announcer, not accepted, period. We recently received, like I said before, a statement from Starcom that we're saying that this is an issue of performance of their employee, Ronnie Clarke. The same employee that just December last year received an award for outstanding service over the last 25 years. Make it make sense. Because it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to you, it don't make sense to me. Because when we stand today as an artist association, that's why we stand today as the people of Barbados to say to the powers that be and to every employer in this nation, enough is enough. Freedom of expression is not an option, it is a must. And we stand today united as a nation, as the citizens of Barbados, for freedom of expression and for our artistic expression. So, for the last time, I want you to give 3 shouts. 3 shouts for freedom. 3 shouts for liberty. Are we ready? As we prepare to hear from the man himself.
Yes!
You sure you're ready? Are you fed up with the suppression? Are you fed up with the injustice? Are you ready for change? Well, let me hear you say freedom! 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 Liberty! Liberty! So this morning we want to give thanks to every person that is bold enough and brave enough to stand for what is right. We want to thank our stages for this stage that we have. We want to thank Landmark Nurseries for these plants that we have. And both of these companies have been consistently supporting the loyal opposition, so we want to give them thanks. Before we call Ronnie to take the mic, we want to encourage those of you who can. There will be 2 individuals who will be walking around with a basket or a box. If you can, we invite you to contribute to the cause of today. But without further ado, we call to the mic none other than my friend, my dear friend, my colleague as the announcer, member of BACA, son of the soil, one of the best radio announcers we've ever had, one of the best connoisseurs we have, none other than Ronnie